Hey guys, it's Melissa here from Reiki with Melissa. I wanted to talk to you today about letting go. Since we're starting a new year, a brand new 2019, it's so important that we let the stuff from the past that's no longer serving us go. And I know I've talked about this before, but it's so super important. And I just recently had an epiphany, an aha moment that there was a lot of stuff that I thought I had let go of and I really still hadn't let go. So I wanted to do a little exercise with you today, or an activity. I found a wonderful person who had a meditation on her site. Her name is Emily Aarons, and I posted it to my Facebook page. It was a karma cleanse for 2019. Well, it's cleansing everything from 2018. And so I took part in that, and it was amazing, and it felt amazing, and I felt so much lighter after it was over. So I wanted to do, it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be like her exactly, but I posted it to my page. So if you want to go and actually look at hers after this is done, I'll put the link to my Facebook page. You can go and find me, and you can find this cleanse, because it was really great. And I think even if you do just what I'm going to do with you today, I think you're going to feel better. But if you're listening to this while you're driving or you're on your way somewhere, you may want to do this later, because this is going to be something that probably is going to be emotional for you, and it might bring up, like I cried yesterday when I did mine. So I don't want you to be out in public, like with mascara all over your face and looking like a raccoon, like I would have been if I had been in public. And you want to be able to get the most out of this. So if you can listen to it now and then maybe just actually follow along when you get home. But the reason I wanted to do this is I just felt like there's so many of us that have so many hidden things we don't even know about, because we're carrying emotions with us from childhood. And I will guarantee you that my first probably emotion that caused me pain happened to me at an age where I wouldn't remember it. Unless I went through some kind of deep hypnosis, I would not even remember, because I wasn't old enough, because there was just turmoil in my house. So I probably experienced that as a baby. And I wouldn't know to go in and let go of that. I remember that time when you were a baby and this happened. No, I wouldn't know that. Plus, we also carry emotions with us from our past lives. So you may be carrying something with you that happened to you not in this lifetime, but in a past lifetime. We just don't know. And again, it's not unless you go through deep hypnosis that you're able to get to that stuff. So this kind of an activity is great. And it's called the Karma Cleanse for the new year, but I really feel like you could probably do this at any time. Like, I plan on doing this again, because I think it was super helpful, and it brought up a lot of stuff. So if it brought up a lot, there's probably a lot more that's still there that didn't even come up. So I would recommend even doing this more than once. It doesn't take very long. And the other thing I just wanted to point out is, we want to go into 2019 with a clean slate and feeling like we're not carrying all that junk from 2018. I don't know about you. I don't know what your 2018 was like, but I can tell you that for me, it was quite turbulent. I had a few, let's call them tower moments in my life, where things came crumbling down. And I understand now that they had to, because if they hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have moved forward, and I would have stayed exactly where I am. And I wouldn't have grown. I wouldn't have started a podcast. I would not have gone into healing work. I would not have my website. I wouldn't have written a book. I wouldn't have done any of those things. And I know that those things propelled me to my higher purpose, which is to help and heal others and to teach others about unconditional love. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but it would not have happened if those tower moments hadn't happened. Sometimes I wish the universe could just tap you on the back and say, hey, you should be doing this, instead of like ripping the carpet out from under your feet and making you fall down flat on your face. It's like, could you have done that a little bit nicer? But I guess, the point is, we probably wouldn't move if the universe did that. And maybe I think the universe really does try to give us signs along the way. And if you're like me, a lot of times they're probably frustrated because I'm not hearing, seeing, or, I'm not noticing the signs as much as I should be. And I've been a lot better about that. But in the past, I didn't look for signs. I didn't do anything like that. So I'm sure the universe was probably super frustrated trying to work with me. So now that I've stepped into my role as being a light worker and have done more meditation work and done all of those things, I feel like I'm seeing the signs a lot quicker now. So they're probably a little thrilled that they don't have to keep ripping the carpet underneath my feet. So that's a good thing. So what I want you to do when you're going to do this karma cleanse, you need a piece of paper. You need like a notebook. You're just going to need probably 2 pieces of paper, but if you have a little notebook, that might be easier. You need a pen, and I would also, if you can, light a white candle and have that beside you. And if you want to clear your space, I did this yesterday when I was doing the karmic cleanse. I burnt some Palo Santo and some sage around the area just to clear it. If you have essential oils in that and you want to burn that as well, great, go for it. Just clear your space however you need to. If you want your crystals around you, that's great too. And one of the tips that she said too that I want to mention to you is if you do have crystals and that in your home, after you've done this too, maybe put them outside and charge them again and let them, that energy can cling to those crystals too. And so we don't want any of that negative energy hanging around. Because really, it is all about energy. And when you think about it, energy can hang on to things. So trying to clear this space is great. All right, so if you are ready, and again, you can pause this if you need to. You're probably going to need to pause this to go get all of the stuff you need. But again, a notebook, pen, candle, like a white candle. And then if you want to clear your space first, so burn some sage or Palo Santo or your essential oils, go for it. And you can pause this and then come back when you're ready. And again, if you're listening in the car, you can listen and then come back and do this with us when you get home and have time to do this. I really want you to do this because I can't tell you how amazing it felt afterwards. All right, so if you're ready, then you're going to get seated in a comfortable position, sitting upright preferably, but get comfortable. And you're going to take some deep breaths, deep cleansing breaths. So as you breathe in, take a nice deep breath in. And breathe out. You're going to breathe out and let go of all worries, stress, anxiety. Just let it go. And again, breathe in. And breathe out any problems, any worries, stress, let it go. And just take another couple of deep breaths. Get yourself centered. And now we call in God, our Father, ascended masters, guides, departed loved ones to be here in this space with us right now, to heal anyone listening of anything they need to be healed of and healed from 2018. We're letting it go today so that we can bring in a clear, energetic field for 2019. So now, as you take a few deep breaths, I want you to rub your hands together. Rub them together so that you feel the heat on your hands. And then as you pull them apart, you can feel the energy that exists between your hands. As you push them together and pull them farther apart, you can feel the magnetic energy between your hands. And what we're going to do today is create a space so that we create this magnetic energy field around us of positive energy, healing energy that's going to stay with us for 2019. Before we do that, we're going to let go of everything from 2018 that no longer serves us. So what I want you to do as you take a deep breath is to think about all of the things in 2018 that caused you pain, that made you feel less than. Maybe even things from before 2018, things from your childhood that you've been holding on to. Deep, deep down, deep in that heart space. I want you to feel those emotions start to bubble up. And some of you have been keeping those emotions down for a long time. So this may be uncomfortable for you, but let it come up anyway. Feel all those emotions, those hurts, those pains, the people, the situations that made you feel as though you were less than. I want you to let it come to the surface. And I want you to feel those emotions. And as you're feeling these emotions, I want you to get your pen and paper, and I want you to think about what it was that caused those emotions. What are those emotions? What are you feeling? Is it sadness? Weakness? What was it? How did those people make you feel? How did those situations make you feel? And what were they? I just want you to continue feeling those feelings coming up. And now I want you to think about where you're feeling that. Where does that feeling come from? Is it in your heart space, your throat, your head, your stomach? Where are you feeling those feelings? And now I want you to imagine that there's a beautiful white healing light. And this light is coming in to that space. So if you felt it in your heart space, it's coming into your heart space. If you felt it in your throat, it's coming into your throat. In your head or your stomach, wherever you felt that white light is now coming into that space. And it's now moving and expanding through that space, healing and taking with it those emotions from the past that no longer serve you. And you might imagine white smoke as this leaves your body, that it's leaving your body as a cloud of smoke. And when you're in a safe place to do so, I want you to take that piece of paper and all those things you wrote down and fold that paper up. And you're either going to burn this paper or tear it up. If it's not a safe place for you to burn it, then just tear it. It's fine. Those things from 2018 we are not bringing with us to 2019. And now I want you to take a couple of deep breaths. And I want you to imagine how you want to see 2019. What are the things that you wish to see and be for 2019? Do you wish to have a better job? Make more money? Attract your soulmate? What are the things that you are wishing for 2019? And now I want you to think about the words that come to you. What kind of person do you have to be in 2019 to make those things happen? What kind of person in 2019 do you have to be to see your dreams come true? And I want you to write down the words that come to you as you imagine the kind of person you have to be to see your dreams come true for 2019. You might see things like determined, authentic, brave. What are your words? All right, and so now we're going to build the energy around us that's going to protect us and take us into 2019. So I want you to imagine that there's a ball of white healing light above your head. It's directly above your head. And now this white healing light drops down over you and moves down through your entire body. It goes down through the top of your head, into your neck, your throat, your chest, down into your stomach, to your legs, out through the bottom of your feet, and into Mother Earth. So now you have this white healing light totally surrounding you, almost like a giant bubble around your entire body. So we're going to keep this space now. We're going to keep it like a container so that we have this space of healing light around us, healing energy, and that we're vibrating at this higher rate for 2019. So I want you to rub your hands together again. Rub them together quickly so that they're heating up. And then as you move your hands apart and bring them together, you can feel the magnetic energy, that it's hard to push your hands together and hard to pull them apart. Notice that energy. And I want you to continue to push your hands together and pull them apart. Slowly and gradually, you're increasing the distance between your hands. Until now, you have your hands held apart on either side of your body, a few inches away from your body. This is the space, the container that we're holding, so that we're holding ourselves in a higher frequency. And we're holding this space for this white healing energy to surround our bodies, surrounding us going into 2019. And now we're letting everything from 2018 and beyond that did not serve us, we're letting that go. Going into 2019, renewed, refreshed, re-energized, vibrating at our most highest frequency. We pray now that you will go into 2019 safely surrounded, protected, and that it will be your best year yet. Amen. Continue to take a few deep breaths, letting it go. And slowly, when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Now, that was just a very shortened version of what we did for the karma cleanse, but I felt so amazing afterwards. And again, you can come back and do this anytime, and I will try to put a link to the karma cleanse that Emily Aarons did in my podcast description, but if I can't do that, it will be on my Facebook page, so you can go there and find it, or you can just look for her. She's on Facebook as well. I can definitely put a link to her Facebook page. I wanted to pull a card for you before I left you today. And the card that I pulled was Accept Yourself. And this is from the deck Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. And I think that this is very fitting going into 2019, because if there is anything that you can learn to do, it's to love and accept yourself. True love starts with yourself. And for some of us, that's a difficult thing, because we learn how to love from those who are around us. And if we didn't receive the love we needed or the support we needed as children, we have to teach it to ourselves. And when you don't know how to do that and you have to teach yourself, it's not always easy. But I believe that this is one of the things that I was sent here to do, is to help people learn how to love themselves, because it was a process for me, and it's still a process, but I'm learning every day how truly important it is. So this card says, accept yourself. While there's a time and a place for self-improvement, today's focus is on everything that's already great about you. Let go of who you think you should be and fall madly in love with who you are in this moment. When you accept yourself exactly as you are, you shift from living for tomorrow to appreciating today. Accept yourself, sweetheart. I love this. I love this, to let go of who you think you should be and fall madly in love with who you are in this moment. When you let go of expectations and you simply are in the moment, life becomes so much easier. When we are in the flow and we're allowing ourselves to go with life and go in the flow, life becomes so much easier, because we're not constantly trying to resist what's happening to us. Instead, we are in the flow and life is just happening. It's happening for us, and we're being led to better things. So I hope that this helped you guys, and like I said, what I did with you today was just a very shortened version of the karma cleanse that I did, and it was amazing. Highly recommend it. Please remember that when you do these kinds of things, you need to drink water afterwards and stay hydrated, because you are cleansing out toxins. And so it's just like when you go get a massage, they tell you that and they give you water afterwards. Drink lots of water today. Make sure if you want to take a bath with Epsom salt, you can do that as well. If you're feeling like lightheaded and things afterwards, make sure you go outside, get some fresh air, ground yourself. So put your feet on the ground, on the grass. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, okay? Make sure you're doing that. You might need to get a little salt, eat a little salt, drink a lot of water. Again, taking a bath in Epsom salt. But, you should hopefully feel so much better after this. I love you guys. If you need any more things from me, and if you're a part of a purposeful pilgrimage, I'll put that karma cleanse in my resources folder too for you to have there. If you're interested in that, by the way, it's still on sale. I want everyone to be able to start out 2019 the right way. This program, it's a class, you get daily lessons, teaches you things like how to set boundaries, how to call in abundance. If you're interested, please get in on that before the price goes up again. If you're enjoying this podcast, please share it with others, and please like my podcast, give it stars, send me feedback. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate all of you. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. I will talk to you again soon, sending you massive love and light. Bye-bye.